Now the fun begins with the NBA regular season quickly winding down this strike-shortened campaign. So many games relevant, as opposed to most regular seasons where you reach the final 2 to 3 weeks of the regular season and so many games are just meaningless. Not this season, however. You've got so many teams there in the Eastern and Western conferences competing for a playoff spot. Some, especially look at the 5, 6, 7, and 8 seeds in these conferences. I mean, a game to 2 to 3 games separate them. They're jockeying up and down for position. Some are trying to hold off teams currently in the 9th and 10th spots that are nipping on their heels. Others are trying to move up from number 5 or number 6 into the top 4 so they get the first round home court advantage as well. Last night gave you a free winner in the NBA with the Denver Nuggets hammering the Houston Rockets at home. A battle between two teams starting a home and home series, both vying for postseason berths. That's 4 straight free pick winners the past 4 days and a 39-23 run with the free picks the past 7 weeks. And tonight I'm going to stay out west with another free pick for you on a game that has playoff implications: the Utah Jazz and the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, the Jazz, losers of 2 in a row. The Mavericks coming off that road loss against the Lakers yesterday at the Staples Center. Utah laying points in this one, but the Mavericks are a perfect 3-0 in the season series. That's going to be your free pick coming up in just a moment. Also coming up today, the $5 play of the week, as we're going to be turning to one of the hottest handicappers at the site, Craig Davis. As for me, guys, yesterday, I told you many times here how baseball has changed over the years. Nowadays, you know, you have a number 3, a number 4, even a number 5 starter just because he's pitching at home for a team that might not even be a 500 squad. Boom! You know, you're automatically being asked to lay $1.80 or more. It is very difficult nowadays, as baseball has changed over the past 15 years, to play the favorites. You have to be able to look at games when you like chalks and put them on the run line, because suddenly you're taking an overwhelming favorite and taking them, some cases, down to an underdog price. That's what I did yesterday, giving you the St. Louis Cardinals at home against the Chicago Cubs. My first 10-dime play of the season, and I realize, again, a 10-dime play doesn't sound like it's a big release. But when you consider, 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes, it's right there in the middle, guys. And yesterday, the Cardinals, I took them on the run line because, of course, they were like a 220 favorite otherwise at Busch Stadium. Instead, by taking them on the run line, I got St. Louis as a $1.20 home dog, and they absolutely bludgeoned the Cubs yesterday by a 10-3 final. So 11 out of 15 days winning overall, 11 out of 15 winning days overall. More importantly, in baseball, as I told you guys, first 3 weeks of the season, the easiest time to make money in any sport. Baseball's always been my best sport, my favorite sport, the easiest sport to win money, especially the first 3 weeks of the season. And that's exactly what I've done for you, going 7-1 with the paid baseball picks. Hell, I'm 6-2 with the free baseball selections, 13-3 overall. Today, another 10-dime release, and it's another run line lock. Again, just as strong as the Cardinals yesterday as a $1.20 home dog. I'm 4-0 so far this young baseball season with 5-dime plays, and this one is twice as strong. So that's what I've got going today. Also, Anthony Red, last night, big baseball winner for him. How easy was his 40-dime AL total of the month with the Yankees and Angels skying over the total? 11-5 final last night between those two teams in the Bronx, where the total was set at like 9.5. Easy winner for A-Red, 4 out of 5 winning days here. But more importantly, guys, over the past 89 days, he is now 30 games over 500 with an overall record of 78-48. And in that 89-day stretch, a $10 better has won $11,497. As I pointed out in Saturday's video report, Anthony, of course, will be the first one to tell you that he believes the way to consistently make money, no matter the sport, is to find underpriced favorites and juicy underdogs. Geez, he's not like the first handicapper to come up with that theory, okay? But to his credit, what really amazes me, especially this season, is his uncanny knack to find these underdogs in the NBA that win outright. For example, he had 2 big NBA underdog Game of the Year plays over the past week. Both of these pups won outright. Tonight, he's got another big NBA underdog release. His NBA underdog shocker of the year, which also happens to be 60-dime winner number 5 in a row in the NBA. 60-dime NBA winner number 5 in a row. FYI, of the 4 previous 60-dime winners, 2 of those NBA dogs won outright. So let's see if he can do it again once more this evening. Anthony Red on a red-hot roll. Another guy that's on a roll, guys. Derek Mancini, 50-dime NBA winner, number 3 in a row tonight, the Nuggets and the Rockets. The return engagement in the home-and-home match. Of course, I gave you the Nuggets last night at home. Tonight, they find themselves in Houston. Again, this is another game with big playoff implications. This is his first... Actually, excuse me, he just had a 50-dime winner on the Pacers over the Cavaliers on Friday night. A big-time blowout. His 50-dime release prior to that one, you'd have to go back to the NBA Finals last season, Game 5, when the Mavs took care of business against the Miami Heat. Bottom line, over the past 54 days, Derek's record, 35-19, and a $10 bettor has won $5,230 in that stretch. And this play is bigger than his 40-dime NBA winner number 9 out of 10 yesterday when he had the Hornets outright over the Memphis Grizzlies. So those are among the hot handicappers. Also, congratulations going out to Dom Chambers yesterday, 100-dime winner with the Heat, taking care of business against the Knicks. Now, I like to talk about the good. As I tell you, I always got to point out the bad. Not really that bad, though, when you consider this. Chuck Bryan yesterday was going for 75-dime Major League Baseball winner number 8 out of 9 in his 4th in 4 days. Didn't get it. Giants loser on the run line. Fact doesn't obscure, that loss doesn't obscure the fact, I should say, that he still remains the number 1 baseball handicapper at this site. The last 2+ seasons, a $10 bettor has won $12,330, including $7,390 last summer, and he had hit 75-dime baseball winners for you on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Could not complete the cycle yesterday. Also, Jeff Benton yesterday, second biggest NBA play of the season, a 60-dime play on the Atlanta Hawks, a no-show against the Toronto Raptors yesterday. My God, what a horrific performance by Atlanta. You know, I have not used the Hawks one time this entire season because there are certain teams that you just look at and you know you don't have a handle on them. Best thing you can do as a gambler, stay away from those damn teams. That's the Atlanta Hawks for me, okay? I stay away from them like the plague. Jeff should have yesterday as well. But still, you know, I mean, he's still won 25 of the last 37 days. And in that 37-day stretch, I mean, we're talking a little over 5 weeks. $10 bettor is still up $6,010. Now, I'll get to the free pick in a moment, but let's talk about the $5 play of the day. Or week, I should say. I try to do this about once a week or so because I think it's a great opportunity for many of you out there that are hooked into long-term packages with particular handicappers to sample somebody else without spending a lot of money. The key to me is trying to find a handicapper that has a significant play that's also on a very nice run, and that is the case that applies here tonight with Craig Davis. It also affords many of you out there that may be newcomers to the site to try it out for $5. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of money that you're saving. Now, in Craig's case, he has been, with Anthony Red, the hottest handicapper here at the site going back to, well, before the Super Bowl, which when he won his 3rd straight Super Bowl best bet back in February. You know, if you go back to February 1st, the $10 bettor has won $6,030 following Craig's advice. So that's a 75-day stretch going into today, $6,030. Yesterday, hit his 40-dimer in baseball. Yankees on the run line as a $1.10 home dog, getting that 11-5 victory over the Angels. Tonight, 40-dime winner in the NBA, his 2nd in a row. It's the L.A. Clippers hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know what happened in that series last week. The Clippers going to Oklahoma City and winning that game outright. And, of course, earlier this season, the Clippers hammering the Thunder in the second half for an easy home win. 40-dime NBA winner number 2 in a row to consider the magnitude of this play. His last 40-dime release in the NBA was a winner. That was way back on February 20th. So we're almost talking 2 months later, and this is the next time that he's had a 40-dime play. Now, if you were to buy this selection, it would cost you $60. Instead, you can get it for $5 little simply by using this coupon code, guys. Special 5. Special 5. SPECIAL and the number 5. Special 5. SPECIAL and the number 5. No space between the word special and the number 5. You enter that coupon code. That'll save you $55 off his $60 purchase price, leaving you with a net cost of $5 for this play. $5 gets you Craig Davis's 40-time NBA winner number 2 in a row. If you're a newcomer to the site, guys, it'll take you about a minute, maybe a minute and a half to get this play. Regular followers, guys, should take you no more than about, 30 seconds to get this one. So, good luck, everybody. Let's see it come through for Craig Davis here this evening. Now, your free pick. I'm going to go with the Utah Jazz at home against Dallas. I know, I even alluded to it earlier in this report, that the Mavericks have owned the Jazz this season, winning all 3 games. This is a do-or-die game for the Jazz here tonight. I mean, they've got to win this game. The public is jumping on them. They've moved from a 3 to 3.5 point favorite last night when the lines first came out to up to -4. They're returning home after a 1-2 road trip that concluded with back-to-back losses to New Orleans and Memphis, but losing to a Hornets team that suddenly, with Eric Gordon's return, is playing so well, and losing to a red-hot Grizzlies team, both on the road, nothing to be embarrassed about. Hey, listen, at home, the Jazz have won 9 of their last 11 games, and along the way, they've beaten Oklahoma City. They've been in the Miami Heat. Yeah, they beat the Spurs too, but I discount that game because the Spurs rested their big 3 in that contest. In fact, in that 9-2 run, their 2 losses came against the Suns and the Kings by a total of just 3 points. So that's how close they played at home. And this starts a big closing drive for the Jazz, who play 4 of their final 5 games this season at home, where they're 21-8 in Salt Lake City so far this season. Now, the Mavericks, following yesterday's loss at Los Angeles against the Lakers, are now 4 games under 500 on the season on the highway. Now, I know the Mavericks are 3-0 in the season series. I know they won 7 straight against the Jazz. But, listen, you lose to the Lakers on the road yesterday, minus Kobe. I just don't see this team playing its 3rd road game in 4 days, rebounding tonight in the altitude of Salt Lake City. Dirk Nowitzki is in a bit of a shooting slump here. You know, yesterday, he only hit 9 of 28 shots against the Lakers. He's only shot 37.9% from the field in his last 5 games overall. Now, I know he also has owned the Jazz, shooting over 61% in last 7 games that he's actually played against them. But still, big game for the Jazz tonight. And I think the key guy for Utah tonight is going to be Al Jefferson. Jefferson has been, let's say, inconsistent, and that might be fair to say the least for a guy who was close to averaging a double-double on the season. He has struggled here for consistency the last couple of weeks, but he is the key tonight for the Jazz, because the Mavericks, as has been their problem all season long without Tyson Chandler, you know, they have no interior post presence. And with Lamar Odom being discounted because he never delivered anything for them this year, and then eventually finally being exiled, this is where you've got to exploit Dallas. You saw Andrew Bynum do that yesterday for the Lakers. So a team playing its 4th road game in 5 days goes down tonight. I'll lay the 4 points and go with the Utah Jazz. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Tuesday.